This is the Honest Fit Life. But before we get into all that, I wanted to give you full disclosure that we are not fitness trainers, doctors, or healthcare professionals. We are just everyday regular people that are sharing what has worked for us, and what has worked for us may not work for you. This is not meant to be a guide for weight loss or fitness training, just our experiences. So before beginning any weight loss program or fitness training, consult your doctor or healthcare provider. All right, everybody. I am David. I'm glad you're joining us. And I am with my wife, Mandy, today,
Hi, everyone.
and our son, Gabe.
Hello.
And in the interest of kind of going through our beginnings of what we went through with our journey, I thought it'd be a great idea to bring on a guest. So I actually have my daughter, our daughter's on the phone, Raven, and she's going to be joining us on the phone talking about her new journey because she just recently got into fitness training and eating healthy. So welcome, Raven.
Hi.
Glad you're with us. So if you want to give us your backstory, you did get into fitness a little while ago, and you basically had to quit because life got busy. You bought a house, and things just got complicated, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I did fitness before I even had Addison,
Mm-hmm.
but I wasn't as serious about it as I am now.
Right. Okay. And so how long ago was that you kind of quit working out and just went back to regular life?
It was probably July, August, like right before we started having to move.
Okay. Okay, and just for people listening, we are now in middle March, so that was a while ago.
Yeah, it was August of 2021.
Right, and so you recently started looking at being healthy, losing weight, getting in shape, and that was how long ago?
Um, I started in February.
Okay, so basically
Yeah.
you're a month and a half in. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
Okay, so since you've got back in, what was the decision that you made to want to start living healthy and working out?
Well, when Addison is at school, I either would just go home and like take a nap, and I wanted to do something more productive during that time because it's only like a 2-hour window. So I decided to start going back to the gym.
Mm-hmm. I
I mean,
mean,
I'm paying for the membership, so I might as well use it.
right, there you go. So you just wanted to be healthy again and feel
Yeah.
better and okay. So since starting, what changes have you made?
Um, Monday through Friday, I have a stricter eating, and then on the weekend, I eat whatever because of my boyfriend Tyler.
Right.
Yeah.
So what does your diet consist of? Well, let's start with what was your diet before when you were not working out? What was your diet like?
Didn't eat breakfast, DoorDashed a lot. Sometimes like pizza a few times a week. I mean, just not healthy, fast food, quick, easy meals.
So what was your go-to?
Pasta.
Okay. So I mean, what other types of things were you eating? So I mean, you said fast food and
Um, a lot of sugar, caffeine.
right,
Yeah.
like cookies, cake, donuts. What was it?
I don't know. I'm not like into sweets like that, but like ice cream, Dairy Queen, the
Yeah.
chicken
Mm.
strips.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the chicken strip basket or like Taco Bell, like bean
Uh,
burrito, crunch wrap, like
Oh, yeah.
just
yeah.
So all the
horrible
normal
food.
stuff we all love.
Yeah. I mean, I still love it. I still eat it, but I don't
Yeah.
eat it as often.
Right, right. So, so what type of food are you eating now? What did you
Uh,
switch to?
so I go to the gym as soon as I drop Addison off at school, and I try to have something quick and easy. So it's either oatmeal or I have Greek yogurt with protein granola in it. And then if I don't have one or the other before, then I have the other one when I get home from the gym, along with a protein shake and maybe some turkey bacon and eggs.
Okay.
Mm.
So it's all good, sensible things that you're eating now.
a high protein diet.
Right.
Yeah.
And what's your protein goal?
Um, so what they recommend is what your lean body mass would be. So I try to eat between like 120 grams of protein a day.
Okay.
And are you using an app to track some of the stuff that you're doing?
Yeah, just to make sure as like a guideline, not necessarily to track
Right.
like because I want to be religious about it, but mostly as a guideline to make sure that what I'm eating is what I should be eating.
Right.
Okay. Have you come across any challenges or
Yeah, getting your protein intake is the hardest.
It can be
And
challenging
and
sometimes.
getting your calories.
right?
Like it recommends that I need to eat like 2,000 calories a day and I can make it to like 15, 1,600 and I feel like I'm stuffed.
Right. Well, it's funny because I've been going through that the last couple weeks, and we actually sat down last weekend and looked at how much protein am I getting. I mean, because I eat kind of the same thing every day, so it's pretty easy to figure out, what am I bringing in. And calorie wise, I'm sure I was way below target and way below in protein. I mean,
Yeah.
my protein goal is about 170 grams a day, and I was lucky to hit 100. That was on a good day, a good protein day. There was days that I don't think I was hitting 60. And calorie wise, the best we could figure out is it was probably about 1,800 calories a day. So in the last
Yeah.
week, I am forcing myself to eat more.
Yeah.
And just be better with what I'm taking in, making sure it's still clean and healthy, but I'm also making sure that I'm getting, good lean proteins and stuff like that. I haven't noticed a whole ton of change yet because it's only been a week. So this next week I'll like to see, because I was feeling pretty drained and run down. So I knew I was probably calorie deficient to begin with, and I wasn't seeing the growth that I was really hoping for. So I started looking at my nutrition levels to see if that may have been my problem. So,
Right.
So as far as just, I mean, like mental, have you had any mental challenges getting back into this and doing it? I mean, because I know that for,
Yeah, I mean, some days you just don't want to go. Like your life is busy in general, and so you just don't want to go. You don't want to do it.
hmm
But I mean, yeah, I do it anyways because you can't make progress if you give up.
right.
Yeah. That's for sure.
I mean, I think
And
we've
then,
all struggled with that a little bit.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I think every person that's into fitness struggles with wanting to go to the gym. I'm sure we all have those days where it's like, I'm not feeling this workout.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, that was me last week. I'm like, I couldn't do it. Just felt so tired. So have you seen any benefits or gains in the month and a half that
Yes.
you've been doing this?
Yeah, in 2 weeks, I did.
Okay, so what'd you see?
Um, leaner, becoming leaner,
Okay, so
and
dropping some
definitely
weight.
could. Yeah, but the scale stayed the same.
Right. So I'm guessing you probably put on some muscle mass.
Yes, I'm leaner, building muscle, um, and you can see it just within 2 weeks.
Right. So do you feel that you have more energy now? Or is it about the
Um,
same?
about the same.
About the same. What about strength? Just general strength.
Improved.
Okay. Um, I'm kind of drawing a blank here for a sec. Um, I know there's a lot to it. I mean, do you have any advice for people that, knowing where you are now, even though you're still really new at this and what you've learned, do you have any advice that might help people that are thinking about wanting to start living healthy?
Take it one day at a time. Like, don't, if you give up, you're not going to see progress.
Right.
And, like, just because the scale doesn't say something or change doesn't mean that you're not making progress.
Right. Well, I guess my advice is
Yeah.
don't look at a scale because It tells you
Yeah.
how much you weigh, but it doesn't tell you how healthy or fit you are or how much muscle you have.
Yes.
And it's
No.
very misleading.
Oh yeah.
You know, and a lot of people do focus on the scale as the end all be all of, what they should be, and that's like their guide. And I think it's probably one of the most confusing things out there. It's just a
It's a-
misleading
It's very
number.
confusing.
I mean, if I weigh 200
It's
pounds,
discouraging.
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But I'll say if I weigh 200 pounds, but I'm super skinny, does that mean I'm fat?
No.
It just means I have a lot of muscle on a small frame.
Yeah. I mean, I'll say, like, with doctors, your BMI levels, because they're extremely out of date. Like, you could be, like, even me, I'm 120 pounds, 25 pounds, 5'3". But if I weigh 160, but it's all muscle, they would consider me overweight
Probably
or
obese.
obese.
Yeah.
Even though I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
Or they don't factor in like if you've had children or not,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's what.
because your body changes. Like they
Yeah.
don't factor that in because at my age you typically do not have children.
Right.
Yep.
So are you still doing the sweets at all, or did you end up giving most of that up?
No, I still do.
The to the same level or
No,
less than?
I less than obvious. On the weekend.
Yeah.
Like I said, I eat whatever I want, whenever I want. It's pretty much when I get to eat those things.
Mm-hmm.
And if I want to eat sweets, I usually eat like Halo Top ice cream. The whole pint is like 300 calories.
Yeah,
They
it's
even
like
have
low-calorie
protein in
ice
it.
cream.
Yeah, some people don't like it. It's an acquired taste.
Yeah, I'll
But-
say some people say it doesn't taste like ice cream.
I mean,
actually-
it definitely tastes like if you had like protein powder in it, kind of, and it tastes not as creamy,
Okay.
Okay.
but it still fulfills your craving of sweets.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So you've looked into other ways to kind of fit those cravings,
Yeah,
but healthier, more balanced.
yeah.
So what would a normal dinner consist for you now?
Like during the week.
Chicken or ground turkey,
Mm-hmm.
like 99% lean ground turkey. Fish. It depends. Vegetable, and then for a carb, it's brown rice. Or sometimes I don't even have a carb if I don't want it, if I'm not that hungry.
Right.
Sometimes I'll choose to have more protein than a carb if I've already fulfilled my carbs earlier in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So you're really on top of this. I mean, I'll say you're a lot more on top of this than I am. I mean, like I said, I don't vary my diet much, and it's kind of always the same. But it sounds like you've done a lot of research into what is a pretty good balance. But you're also applying a lot of common sense.
Right. And then an advice that someone gave, like not gave me specifically, but like posted on TikTok to like get your protein intake is like you take your number of protein that you need for the day and how many meals you plan on eating, and you divide it. And so your goal for every meal is to have that amount of protein in grams.
Right, and that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, like my protein shake is 30 grams, and that's what I need per meal. So as a snack, that's great because I just hit my protein for a snack.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So are you eating constantly throughout the day then? Trying to have
No.
meals and snacks, or is it like 3 squares a day?
I would say like 3 or 4 squares a day.
Okay, but that includes a snack?
Yes.
Okay. See, and that's where I struggle. I mean, I try to get 3 meals in a day. A lot of times for me, it can be 2, which is not good. And so having that fluctuate all over the place does set me back, and it does cause a lot of challenges. So like I said, this week I've been focusing really hard on making sure I'm eating. I mean, I always get breakfast. I mean, that's religious like clockwork. It's always the same thing.
Well, even your breakfast we changed up.
Yeah, we added oatmeal and bananas in addition to what I was already getting because I was not getting enough calories or protein.
You can also add protein powder to your oatmeal.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, so we figured out I'm getting 50 grams of protein for breakfast. And then
That's great.
my lunch is about 45. So, but that's still leaving me 70 grams, 75 grams short every day. So I still don't think I'm hitting it, but I'm at least getting closer to that goal. And I've been adding, similar to you, I've been adding like a protein shake in there just about every day now to help offset what I can't take in food wise.
Yeah, it's great to offset, especially if you're not hungry, but you know you need to get your protein in, or even your calories or your carbs. It just fills those gaps.
Right.
Mhm. Yeah.
I mean, for me, it's because I don't have time to eat, so it's like I'll just do a shake real fast, a protein shake.
Yeah.
It's my 2-minute meal.
I will say I've been
Right.
talking to David about getting those drinks, like the Fairlife. I think those are those ones that you drink, Raven.
Yes. So Costco has I finally found them at Costco, the chocolate kind. They also have salted caramel, but I'm not a salted caramel
No.
person.
Right.
I've tried the vanilla, the strawberry, and the chocolate. They even have a coffee flavor. Never tried that one. But they are so easy. I just put them in the fridge and then I pull one out, I shake it up, and it tastes like chocolate milk.
Right. And what's in that? Protein,
Um,
calories.
it's I want to say it's 150 gram. It's almost 12 ounces. It's 11.5 ounces. It's 150 calories, 5 grams of carbs, 2 grams of sugar, and 30 grams of protein.
That's really good.
The macros on it is amazing and it tastes amazing.
What is it called again?
It's called Fairlife nutritional shakes, I think, or nutrition plan or something like that. But
It has a picture of a cow on it, doesn't it, or like a image of a cow?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
They even make protein milk, which I've thought about switching over.
Yeah. They definitely have protein milk. I mean, I've seen a lot of people in the fitness industry that drink. If you can't get like your protein in, like you drink it. So whether it's a shake, I mean, even the protein powder, adding protein powder into your food is super common, like in yogurt or oatmeal.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also these protein shakes. I've even seen people take vanilla protein shakes, like the Fairlife, and they put it in their cereal. They use it as their milk.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah.
And there's protein cereal you can get as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Greek yogurt actually has a lot of protein in it.
Mandy's been trying to talk me into that forever.
Yes, I've been
I don't
trying.
like the texture of Greek yogurt. And so that's why I
I like
add
it.
protein granola. So it takes the texture away. And then I also get more protein from the granola.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
just between the granola and the yogurt, it's like
Yeah.
26 grams of protein right there.
Yeah, and it's a quick snack too. So it's a snack on top of it. So it's not like a full meal, but it's a
Mm-mm.
great snack filler.
Before the gym, after the gym.
Yeah. David doesn't
Whatever.
he doesn't like yogurt, but I'm like, okay, so Greek yogurt though
Put some stuff in it.
it's not the same texture though as normal yogurt. It's a lot thicker.
I mean, I probably haven't had yogurt in 20 years.
I don't know. I had yogurt recently as a Greek, and I don't know. It was
I like Greek
The-
yogurt.
the taste
I
and the
only like the lime, the coconut. I don't like Greek yogurt tends to have more like chunks of fruit in it, and I don't like that.
Mm.
Oh, I
I stick to the ones that do not have that.
I tried I think it's called Two Goods yogurt.
Okay.
It was a blueberry, and there wasn't any chunks of fruit in it. And it was good. I liked it.
yeah.
I've
I
never
like-
tried the Too Good. I think I've tried the Fit in Something, and it's
Right.
80 calories and like 12 grams of protein.
Yeah.
I don't know how much sugar is in it.
Yeah, I know
Um,
Too Good has like 2 grams of sugar.
yeah. But I don't watch my sugar either.
Well, I mean, do you have a general goal that you're trying to stay below, or do you not care at all?
I do not care at all because I don't eat like during the week. During the days that I work out, I know for a fact I don't eat enough sugar to make a difference.
Okay.
All right.
Like
Yeah.
probably 50 grams of sugar if that.
A day or
Yeah, when I work out.
okay. I mean, since I've been on my diet with this giving up sugar, I don't think I'm getting
You eat-
10 grams a day.
Yeah.
I mean, it was really hard for me in the beginning. I went, cold turkey, zero tolerance.
Yeah.
Because knowing that if I got sugar, I probably want a lot more, and I couldn't control myself, so I intentionally avoided everything. But if you don't, if you're able to control it and you don't have any problems with it, then more power to you. And if
Well,
it's
also the
not affecting
protein
you.
shake, the chocolate, that's also like a sweet to me.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Right. I mean, I know the protein powder that we use does have some sugar in it, but it's minimal. And I know my protein bars, they have, 5 grams?
Yeah.
5 grams of sugar in them. So, I mean, I can live with that, to where I don't feel like it's going to cause me any harm a little bit here and there. But, like back before we started all this, I was probably getting 200-300 grams of sugar a day.
Yeah.
At least.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow, is right.
Yeah.
And that definitely can lead to issues and make things a lot tougher.
Yeah.
You can become pre-diabetic.
I'm sure I was getting close. I mean, I've been tested since then, and I'm definitely, within safe levels. So, but yeah, I probably was. I probably was getting pretty close to it. And, like I said,
I know I was.
from getting pre-diabetic.
Before.
How long ago was that?
About a year ago.
Okay. So what was your
Yeah.
main? So I don't know if you said, what was your main goal for wanting to live healthy?
I don't really have a main goal for it.
So you
It's
didn't-
just something that I like to do, like just working out, just being athletic.
Mm-hmm.
I've always done it, so it's weird not to.
Right. Well, that's awesome. I mean, I'm really glad you're on this journey. I mean, I've heard, we don't talk a ton anymore, but I've heard that, you've been up and down with it and had some struggles, but making really good progress.
Oh yes.
So, Gabe, I feel like you want to jump in.
And say what?
I don't know, you've been like getting 2 words in here and there, and
No, I don't know.
So what are your thoughts? I know you were trying to comment on the yogurt.
Oh yeah, it was just it's like kind of chunky, I guess, and it's not doesn't really taste the best, and I think it's sort of like bitter, kind of. And what I was just gonna say is like it does help if you put like some stuff in it to like kind of balance it out and add like some like better textures to it or whatever. I do kind of like if there's like chunks of fruit in it, which some people don't like it, which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
But I personally do kind of just like adds more flavor to the bitterness
Right.
to it. But yeah, I don't know. That's kind of all I had to say with that. But
All right, tell you guys what, I will try Greek yogurt.
Yay. I've been wanting to get some get
no
like the,
promises
get the big
whatsoever.
tubs of it, get some granola, and have that for snacks or breakfast in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Because I love Greek yogurt.
Well, I'm all about
Yeah.
trying new stuff, especially if it's a better, healthier way to try to get my nutrition in. Because I just know that lately it's been tough eating as much as I have been, just to trying to get just to a baseline level with it. So if I could find something that's a little easier and literally easier to stomach, then I'm all for it. So Raven, what are your future goals? Where are you wanting to go with this?
Mostly into weight training.
Okay, can you explain that?
Like I don't know what the actual term is for it, but your squat, deadlift, power clean, and your bench.
Then you're just doing this for you. I mean, just
Yes.
just a personal goal.
Yes.
Is there anything else that you would love to see by going through this fitness journey?
Tyler to hop on with it.
So for those of you listening, Tyler is her boyfriend. It's I will say it is definitely probably a challenge. we're fortunate that all three of us kind of jumped on board here at about the same time. I mean, Gabe was ahead of us, and I'm sure he was much relieved when we actually decided to start living healthy and eating clean.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm sure having that support at home would definitely would help as well. So, has he taken on any of your eating habits as of late?
No,
So he's still
not at all.
Not at all.
Sometimes it can take a little bit. It takes some convincing for a while.
He's like, I want no part of that.
I try to get him vegetables, but that's as far as I can go pretty much.
See, I'm not a vegetable person either. I mean, I've tried and I can't do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't find a way that's healthy.
The thing is, like, vegetables are like the healthiest thing for you.
Yeah, but in order to make them taste okay to where I can eat them, they're no longer healthy.
Get over it.
Yeah, I just say potatoes.
Yeah.
That's a vegetable,
Just
right?
I just add butter to them. I mean, that butter's not necessarily the healthiest, but I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've tried butter, I've tried garlic, I've tried everything. It's
Yeah.
like in order to get something that doesn't taste like I'm eating a weed.
Well, it's not even like vegetables, but it's like greens. Like greens
that's-
you need.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
the
that's what
ones I
your
have the problem
body-
with.
Yeah.
Lacks.
I don't mind potatoes, I don't mind corn, I don't mind green beans, but
Even
all the
carrots.
all the
somewhat,
power
yeah.
foods, all the power vegetables, I have such a hard time doing it.
Yeah.
I mean,
You gotta eat
broccoli, I
'em.
can kind of. I mean, if I really force myself, asparagus, no. I mean, it's got to be like drenched and coated in butter,
And wrapped in bacon.
yeah, wrapped in bacon. Yeah, I mean, if it gets to a really unhealthy point, then it tastes good. I've never been one for healthy vegetables.
It's because you aren't used to them. Like, I
I don't like them
just
either.
recently started eating more greens, and it sucks at first, but if you keep doing it over and over and over, you literally start developing a likeness to it. And I know kids that like grew up or whatever and are growing up like eating like those superfoods or whatever, like
Mhm.
greens, and they literally like look forward to eating it.
Right.
So you got to get your body used to it. It's because your body, first of all, I can tell you right now, is lacking greens.
Right.
Like all of our bodies are lacking it, and it can definitely benefit from it. But you just got to like start eating it, even if it does kind of
yeah.
taste kind of bad.
I can't do it.
But
I can't do some of the greens like broccoli. I hate broccoli. I can't eat it. I don't mind asparagus.
Yes, I'm the
I
opposite.
know what some people do if they can't get the greens in is some of their protein powders can
Mhm.
have greens in them, or you can get a separate powder.
Yes.
You can drink it.
Yeah.
I heard it tastes very healthy. I don't know what that means, but
Yeah, I've heard of some. I've heard of some that actually has some flavor
what,
to it.
like green juice or whatever? Or
Yeah, like it's protein
that
powder.
tastes horrible.
Yeah, like it's the
It
powder.
doesn't. It doesn't taste
Yeah.
good.
It's like the powder, but it's got the greens, but it also
I mean-
has like blueberry, like fruit
I guess it's
extract
like
in it.
just drink down, and then you're over with instead of just
Right.
like slowly eating it. But
Well, I mean, I don't know how I feel about a bunch of powders and prepared stuff. I mean, my whole thing is I want to take the ingredients and know where they came from, process them whatever way we need to here, and then eat them that way. And thus far, in 2 years, I have not found a way I can stomach vegetables.
You like carrots?
Well, yeah, if they're cooked,
what do you? Why
fully
don't you
cooked.
try more like stir fries or like teriyakis? Like I love putting like snap peas, broccoli, carrots, mushrooms, all into a stir fry with chicken and shrimp and brown rice,
Right,
and that's a balanced meal.
right,
Right.
But you do lose quite a bit of nutrition once you start cooking your vegetables. And so, I mean, raw is the best benefit. You get the most nutrition out of raw vegetables.
Yeah, I don't eat raw vegetables.
Yeah,
I don't
not
eat
gonna
cooked
lie.
vegetables.
Right. I mean, I can't even do raw carrots. They have to be.
I'll do baby carrots.
oh my gosh,
They got to
come
be
on.
like stewed. Like where they're mushy. Cooked carrots are great. I mean, pretty much anything cooked would be okay. Like I said, asparagus, no. I mean, I can't cook it enough, fry it and whatever enough to make it taste good. I feel like I'm eating a tree branch.
Yeah, but if you just eat it a couple times, right? You eat that first. You always have to eat your greens first. You don't just start eating the good stuff first. Like you gotta like
But
you
it's
gotta
exactly
like
my point. You don't eat the good stuff first.
gotta be just strategic or whatever, and eat the greens, and then just move on. Just like try to get that down, choke it down, and then
Mhm.
move on. Because it's
Unless you like your grains, then it doesn't
Yes.
matter.
yeah.
I mean,
Well-
I envy the people that do like vegetables and greens,
Mhm.
and it just
I love vegetables more than fruit.
yeah, I love fruit way more.
Yeah.
Not me.
But see, I growing up we didn't have vegetables. My dad hated that stuff, so obviously I was never exposed to it as a youngster, and that continued on. I mean, I didn't have lettuce until I was 16.
That is really depressing.
Well, yes, but we didn't.
Well, you
I
guys
grew
were
up in
all
a hot dog household.
you were all picky eaters.
Hot dog and hamburgers. That's what
in
I
your
grew up with.
Yeah, no,
household.
you're also a really picky eater.
Mm-hmm.
You don't like food.
Well, maybe I just have very sensitive taste buds. No, I know it's
Do you drink much mini smoothies?
well, what we call a smoothie is like our post-workout drink, which has, I mean, Mandy, what's in it? I don't make it, so.
So what's in it? So it's milk, our protein powder, probably about a cup or two of frozen bananas, tablespoon or two of peanut butter, and about a tablespoon of cocoa powder.
And then it's all blended up in the blender.
Yeah.
That's what we consider a smoothie. Now, I have protein shakes, which are just protein powder with some ice in it and
Milk.
ran through the blender. Yeah, milk.
Yeah.
Is that what you were
So
thinking?
another option you can do is spinach is a great option in a fruit smoothie, like with like strawberries and bananas. You can add spinach in there, and spinach is tasteless.
Mm-hmm. It just
I used to do that.
makes the shake look green, but it doesn't taste like anything.
Well,
it
it
tastes like
doesn't
the
look
fruit.
that green. I mean, it's pretty The shake's pretty
No,
chocolatey.
No,
It-
she's
it
talking about
looks-
a vegetable,
Oh, the
or a
vegetable?
fruit
Oh.
version, like a sweet
It looks
You
like
can- You can still put it in the normal
Yeah.
shake.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you can actually you can. It won't mess with anything. You might
No,
actu-
it's tasteless, but spinach is, I would say, super like.
it is just it's superfood. It's like
Mhm.
with kale and things like that. It's like
Yeah.
superfood.
You can even add kale into it
Yeah.
too. I've never tried that. I've tried spinach, but not kale.
I think I tried kale once.
Yeah, kale.
I will say, even with spinach, like it is tasteless. There's a very minor taste difference.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a texture difference more than a taste difference.
Okay. But the amount you would need to put in there to get any actual health benefit, I just don't see adding a little bit doing a lot.
Well, like our blender.
Well, you can.
You just put it in like a handful.
Yeah. And then,
Well-
or you can do, I've seen people do like low carb wraps with like, they take 3 eggs and like a handful of spinach and they blend it up and then they cook 3 like wrap type things in the pan
Interesting.
and you put like turkey or like cheese and like you have like a sandwich kind of, but you have your protein and your vegetable.
We might have to get a different blender for that though, but I think our blender's too big.
So explain that one more time. Go a little slower with it. So what are people doing?
So you can take 3 eggs
Uh-huh.
and you take a handful of spinach and you blend it up.
Okay.
And then you take a pan, like a really good nonstick pan, because you're essentially going to make a wrap, And so it makes the 3 eggs and the spinach make 3 wraps. And so you cook it, and then you can like put them in the fridge, use them however you want. Like you replace it instead of like bread or like a tortilla.
So how does it turn into a wrap? I'm picturing an omelet,
Yeah, like it's like an omelet.
like a thin omelet.
like a
Mhm.
Yeah.
crepe almost, like that
Kind
thin.
of. Yeah, I would say
Like
maybe
a-
a little thicker.
I mean,
Okay.
I feel like you could also do an omelet too.
Mhm.
What,
Yeah.
egg and spinach omelet?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, then you could put whatever meat in it if you wanted as well. But
Mm-hmm.
and then I can also. I don't think you'd have to put 3 eggs. I feel like if you want to do an omelet, you can probably put
Like-
more or something. Whatever amount of eggs you want to eat, I guess.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like that's just how I know like how many wraps you can do is 3 eggs and a handful of spinach and it makes 3 wraps.
Right.
Or you could make an omelet with it. Like it doesn't really matter. It's just giving your vegetable and your protein
Right.
with no carbs.
Right. I mean, in a nutshell, it's kind of what my breakfast is already. I mean, it's very little carb and all protein and just eggs and
And
stuff.
0 vegetables. That's
And
what
0
you
vegetables.
exactly.
Well, does
But you
cheese
could do
count?
it for lunch.
No.
Wow.
So I might as well put this out there now. I don't do leftovers. So
If it's cooked,
if it's been
Once-
cooked and went in the fridge, I can't eat it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that makes my lunch options very limited because I'm out on
Yeah.
the road.
I wouldn't even say so. I wouldn't even say it's in the fridge. Once you cook something, if you have to reheat it to eat it, he won't eat it. Period.
See, I think that's something you need to try and get
Besi-
over.
Yeah. Besides
We've-
pizza,
We've talked about it. I've talked about doing some spaghetti noodles, that are just refrigerated, with some seasoned chicken breast that's being
Have you
grilled.
tried the protein noodles or like chickpea noodles? Chickpea is great carbs, great protein. They do have a little bit different of a taste, but I can handle it.
You lost me at chickpea.
also to throw this out there, he's also a very picky eater.
Yeah. I mean, I'm working on it because I know that's part of this journey is broaden my horizons and
You really need
open up to
you
different.
really need to broaden it.
And he has.
It's a slow progress. No, and it's just for me, a lot of it is just kind of coming up with the stuff. So I'm glad that you're bringing some of this stuff up, different options that you've looked at. Because there are a lot of things you can do, and with my limited, thinking ability with it and willingness to branch out, it's a discussion we probably have weekly here. Every weekend, we probably go through the same discussions.
Mm-hmm.
What can I do different? And that's usually when the nutrition discussions do happen is over the weekend.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a check-in. How do we do through the week? And that's usually what comes up. It's like, you need to branch out a little bit.
Well, it's like I wish he would take Greek yogurt in his lunch with like a bag of granola. That'd be perfect.
If I can,
You'd get 20 some, like almost 30 grams, just right there.
right. I mean, it's something I'm willing to try. I mean, some stuff, that I've tried recently hasn't been too bad. There's some stuff.
What
that,
have you
nope.
tried recently?
What have we tried recently? I know. Anytime I'm put on the spot, I always draw a blank, just so you know.
Shoot.
I swear
I don't know.
there's been some vegetable. Well, you got me trying this collagen crap. That's just
Yeah, we've been taking this liquid collagen that I got from a friend of mine, and it's super, super sweet.
It really ain't, no.
Gabe didn't mind it. He tried a little bit of it. But I swear it's been helping me with, it's for muscle recovery and joints. But that's not so much food. I mean, we bought some carrots not too long ago.
Yep.
And grilled those on our George Foreman.
Yep. Yeah. Well, like I said, cooked carrots I can do. I tried doing the same thing with green pepper. I do love green peppers. That's one of the few vegetables I do love. And I can't eat them raw. Cooked
Yeah.
I like them too. So
Well, it's like Gabe's been eating those, slicing those up, having them for a snack, putting them in salad, or cook.
You
with
don't like
them.
spicy things, do you?
I do. Yeah.
So have you tried something that I love that makes cucumber taste way better is, I love cucumber anyways, is you can put lime on it with I can't think of the name of it, but it's like a spicy seasoning, and you shake it up and it changes it. It's like a Hispanic
Is it
thing
pi-
that people
Is it pico de gallo?
no, that's
I had that before. Well, I had this. It was a seasoning. I swear, it was years and years ago. It was a seasoning called pico de gallo, and they put
No,
lime on it and
it's
sprinkled it on it, and it made it spicy and.
It's tahini. That's what it is.
Oh,
So you
okay.
put tahini on it with lime and you shake it up with the cucumbers, and it tastes way
It's
different.
yeah.
I've
no.
never.
It's
had
amazing.
If it's what I'm thinking, it's literally amazing. It's so good.
Do you even eat
They
food,
also
Dave?
put this red sauce on it, but I don't know what it's called. I
Right.
can only handle so much spice.
Yeah.
So
David doesn't even eat cucumbers.
I don't know if I've ever had one.
They're good. I actually like them.
Now,
I love them.
they're
Now-
good.
in the pickled
Yeah.
variety, yes, I have. I love pickles, but I don't think I've ever had a cucumber.
You've had a pickled cucumber.
Yes, a pickled cucumber in the form of a pickle. I know, and I know what everyone's thinking. It's like, yeah, I really need to branch out and try some different stuff.
What about Brussels sprouts?
I've had
Ugh.
Brussels sprouts as long as they're cooked,
I can't.
like steamed Brussels
No.
sprouts.
Yeah, I can't.
Bueno.
I can't.
Or what am I thinking? I'm thinking broccoli. What is
No,
a Brussels sprout?
it's those round little lettuce ball looking things. We
Those
had them at
things
Thanksgiving
that Zach made for Christmas.
or Christmas.
Oh, well, those are, if they're cooked, like I said, I
couldn't
can
do
eat
it.
any of it as long as it's cooked.
I think I
But
ate
even
one.
if it's cooked, those vegetables are still better than none.
Well, yeah, I know that. I just
Mhm.
just feel like, well, all the great nutrients in them are gone, and I'm getting like just a little bit torturing myself when I'd rather just eat chicken or
Yeah.
something.
See, for me, I've never been a vegetable person. I like very few vegetables, but that's about my limit. I'll eat tons of meat. I'll eat every fruit. I mean, I like more than what David does,
Right.
but I'm still limited on what like vegetables. Like I can't eat broccoli. I can eat it in stuff, maybe like stir fry, but I'll still avoid
Well,
it.
broccoli isn't just the only vegetable. Like you
Yeah,
guys are
like
only
Brussels sprouts. I
you
can't
guys are
do
only
it.
listing like 2 vegetables out of like the 100 there are.
Yeah, I don't like peppers that much. I don't like cauliflower. Can't do it. I've had it.
I don't like
it.
cauliflower.
Spinach. I don't mind it dry, like in salad. Do not like it cooked. I will not eat it.
So I always forget about spinach because I
Yeah,
consider that kind of like salad.
it's in
So-
a lot of salads.
I know.
It is,
I know, but
yeah.
I don't. When I
Mhm.
think of
Comes in,
vegetables,
like,
I
a
mean,
little
for me, maybe it's just the
spinach.
way I think about a vegetable. I think about a vegetable as broccoli or, I guess, carrots,
Right.
asparagus. I mean, those are always the ones that pop into my head. I know there's a lot. Yes, Gabe, you mentioned there's tons of different
Yeah.
vegetables. Maybe I just need
I
to get
wonder
out
if
there and
you
do a little
try
research.
kale chips. So you take
Oh,
kale
yeah,
and you chop it
yeah.
up,
and you
and
like
then you bake it in
oven
the
it.
oven,
Yeah, you bake it in the oven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you
Mm.
put whatever seasoning you want. I've never tried it, but
my
I've been
sister-
very curious too.
Yeah, my sister-in-law made those one time, kale chips, and she put this like French, like salt on it. Tori, I'm looking at Gabe, and he's looking at me like, "What?" This is a couple years ago. She made kale chips and put this amazing salt on it. I could eat the whole tray. They were amazing and so good. I'd almost have those just as much as like Lay's potato chips.
Right.
They were that good.
It kind of reminds me of like seaweed.
Kale.
chips.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
It's not quite like the texture maybe, but it's not. To me, it tastes better than that.
Mhm. Well,
I mean, that's an option. And it also gives you that crunchy taste as like
Mhm.
potato chips if you
Mm-hmm.
still wanted your.
Well, especially
Right.
you more of a salt guy, so
yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I definitely like salt more than I do sugar. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I know, and it's like I said, this is something that we talk about all the time, and with my stubbornness, kind of end up nowhere with it. But I mean, once a week, I'd like to try something new and kind of broaden that and see if I can't find a better arsenal of vegetables that could blend into my diet and actually give me a benefit and a boost.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I know there's a lot of area for improvement. I hear it all the time. But anyways, we probably should wrap this up. We don't want to go too long with this. But Raven, really proud of you for jumping back into the fitness and health. It sounds like you've done an awful lot of research, and it sounds like you really know your stuff, probably more than I do at this point. And,
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's something to be proud of. I mean, you're taking it serious. You're putting in the effort, whether you want to or not, you're dedicated to it. And I'm really proud of you. That's, that takes a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I know
Thank you.
some of these things are not easy, especially in days that you don't feel like doing it. It is hard, and I know, and we all struggle with it, and that's part of just being on the journey. Not every day you're gonna feel motivated. Not every day you're gonna feel on fire or want to do it. Some days I just want to curl up with a blanket and a bowl of chili.
Yeah.
And just kind of
bowl
take
of
it.
ice cream. That's what I'm talking about.
But I mean, that's okay to do. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't
Yes.
always have to be so serious. Like, if that's what you feel like doing, that's what you do. Like, I mean, I guess it's more like intuitive eating, I think is what they call it.
Mm-hmm.
And so you just listen to what your body wants.
Right. And I'm doing that more and more. I mean, I can tell definitely when I'm, needing something, my body's kind of, screaming for it.
Yeah.
I'll get a lot of cravings that are just like, I can't get this off my mind.
Right.
And that's just, when I have imbalances. So,
Yeah.
and I do go through that more with sugar than anything else that I have, like, and I fight through it because I know that I got to be careful with that.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, well, thank you for coming on with us, Raven. It was fun. You and I are definitely have to talk more about what other things I can get into. But really appreciate it. I'd like to thank everyone for listening. As always, it's been a pleasure. Make sure you want to reach out to us. You can do that on social media. You can follow us on social media. For Mandy, it is honestfitlife_Mandy, and for me, it is honestfitlife_David on Instagram, or you can visit our website at honestfitlife.com. Be sure to consult your doctor or healthcare provider before beginning any weight loss or fitness training program. This has been a Road One Media production. All rights are reserved.